Well, folks, it looks like a little bit of normalcy has been restored to the United States because Raphael Warnock, the incumbent Democratic senator in the state of Georgia, is finally once again beating Republican candidate Herschel Walker in the polls. And this new poll that shows Warnock beating Walker by 5 points actually comes from Fox News, the network that has been propping up Herschel Walker as much as they can for the last several weeks. And apparently it's not working. But I know what you're thinking, right? Let's not get excited about one poll, Farron. What do the rest of the polls tell us? I'm glad you asked. The rest of the recent polling also shows the same thing, that Warnock has once again retaken the lead. Now, depending on which poll you're looking at, as I said, the Fox News poll is a 5-point lead for Warnock. Other polls have anywhere between a 2 and 4-point lead for Warnock. And there is still one showing Walker beating Warnock by 2 points. The aggregate polling data, which takes more than just the recent ones, it takes, even longer than that, shows Warnock ahead by almost 1 full point, a little under that, and they do classify the race as a toss-up. So that's where we're at right now. But I will say, and this is exceptionally disappointing, I'm sad I have to say it, Warnock has run a terrible campaign. Warnock has sat back and basically acted like, Herschel Walker, the guy's a nut job, everybody can see it, I'm going to let him sink himself. Okay, well that didn't happen. I mean, it's kind of happening now, sure. But last month, the dude was beating you by 5 points. Prior to that, he had not ever polled ahead of you. Fox News, as I said, is working to rehab this man's image. He is on TV just about every single day. Maybe not always on Fox News, but he is doing interviews constantly. Warnock is nowhere to be found. Like, absolutely no presence whatsoever in the national media. So Walker gets to control those narratives. Yes, Warnock is attacking Walker in the state of Georgia, but that's not enough. Warnock is gaining this kind of nationwide support and, of course, a lot of support in rural Georgia, making strides into the suburbs at this point. Warnock's got to get better at this. Like, you've got to get out there. But I think what's happening is that Warnock is waiting to basically unleash it all in the October 14th debate that Herschel Walker, of course, finally agreed to do. So October 14th is the date, and folks, this is a big one. That's why I do keep talking about this race, not only because Herschel Walker says some of the craziest things ever, but because this is a Democratic incumbent. We have to retain that seat. Because if we do not retain that seat, that puts Manchin and Sinema back in the driver's seat in the Democratic Party if we do not have enough people to negate both of them. That's what's terrifying. Warnock has to win. And in order to do that, he's got to run a much better campaign, and he's only got a month to do it. I know what a lot of you out there are thinking. You're thinking, wouldn't it be amazing if you could wear the Ring of Fire logo across your chest? Well, now you can. Just head on over to our Teespring page to find some awesome merch we're offering for our viewers. We have more designs that are going to be added in the near future, so just follow the link in the description or take a peek at the shelf of merchandise under this video. Thanks for watching.